The time. I noticed that was a problem. It didn't seem like everybody finished.
I think it's because we started like...
Why?
Why what?
We're not doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm tired. I'm busy. I'm hungry. They had no porridge left in the canteen. Right.
Yeah, because we started about 90 minutes later.
Ah, yeah, well, I figured that's going to be part of it, yes.
Yeah.
You'll have... That explains everything in the exam, yeah? But anyway, you can see how you did, compare it, and then you know how you're doing, okay? So we'll start. What's wrong, Albert and Tony? What? Congratulations. Ready? Sweets? No, thanks. Okay. The first question. A is minus 12, 16. B is 6, 10. And the midpoint, which I'll call M. Do you remember how to get the midpoint? You add and divide by 2. So minus 12 plus 6 is minus 6. Divided by 2 is minus 3. 16 plus 10 is 26. Divided by 2 is 13. So here is A, here is B, and here is M. And what they want is the line which is perpendicular to AB and passes through the midpoint. So they want this line. That's what they want. So first we'll get the slope from these two. That would be 16 minus 10 over minus 12 minus 6, which is 6 over minus 18, which is minus 1 over 3. But of course, that's for this line. They want the perpendicular line. So the M equals 3. So Y equals mx plus c. We find the c by using a point, which is M, which is here. So 13 equals minus 9 plus c. So that means c equals 22. So the answer is y equals 3x plus 22. If you got that, you got 4 marks. Yes, continue. A2, we can see if the person who did this exam got the right answer of 5 over 11 when they did it. So, you have 2 letters are picked from the word... What's wrong? What? You didn't notice that? No, I didn't. Okay. A, B, or A, C, A, D, A, B, or A. Have I got that all right? Abracadabra. A, B, or A, C, A, D, A, B, or A. Abracadabra. So, you pick 2 letters at random. What is the probability that they're both A? So you start off, your first choice is an A, or you could get a not A. And then the second one is you can get an A again, or a not A. Here, you could get an A or not A. So we only care about this branch, A and an A again. So the first time you do it, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A's over 11. Is it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? 5 over 11. Then the second time, there's 1 letter less, and then 1 A less. So the answer is 5/11 times 4/10, which is 20, 110, which is 2 11s.
Yes.
Not bad for 3 marks. Which is wrong. Whoever did this, they did not get their 3 marks. Yep. Right. A3. Find the value of k if x plus 2 is a factor of this. So if x plus 2 is a factor, what's the root? Minus 2. So if we use the remainder theorem, if I put minus 2 in here for x, what should the answer be? It should be 0. So we have 2 times minus 2 cubed, which is minus 8, minus k times minus 2 squared, which is 4, times minus 2 plus 14 equals 0. That's right, isn't it? Take everything to the right. 2k squared plus 4k minus 16 plus 14 is minus 2. To the right is plus 2. K squared plus 2k plus 1 equals 0. So that's k plus 1, k plus 1. K must equal minus 1. 4 marks. Yeah. It's okay, Albert? What's wrong? Okay, continuing. A4. A geometric series has common ratio of 0.8 and the sum of the first 6 terms is 1, 1, 5, 2, 9. Find the first term and the sum to infinity. Okay, so if we look at this one here, if we look at this is a 1 minus or power 6 over 1 minus or. This should equal 1, 1, 5, 2, 9. Yeah, but we know the or. I can just rearrange this as a equals 1, 1, 5, 2, 9 times 1 minus or over 1 minus or 6, because I can just bring this up and bring that down, cross multiply. Right, so 1, 1, 5, 2, 9 times 1 minus 0.8 over 1 minus 0.8 power 6. So I got a is 3125. That's the first term. Now the sum to infinity, S infinity, is a over 1 minus or. So I'll just put that in on my calculator, and you should get 15625. Yeah? Yes? Continue. A5. Two 4x squared over 225 equals 1. So that means 2 4x squared minus 25 equals 1. So that means 2 4x squared minus 25 equals 2, 0. Because that's what 1 is. So it must be that 4x squared minus 25 equals 0. X squared equals 25 over 4. So what does x equal when you square root? Plus or minus 5 over 2. That's it. That's okay? Questions? Okay. 6 now. Tan squared theta equals 1 over 3, and theta is between 2 pi and 0. And 1 over 3. So we have two possibilities to look at. Firstly, tan theta is 1 over root 3. And secondly, tan theta is minus 1 over root 3. What's wrong? Don't tell me. Don't be shy. What's the problem?
Root 3 over 3.
It's the same thing. I see what you did there. Yeah. Continue. Continue. Yeah. Right, so here our first answer, we're in radians, so radian mode. Tan inverse 1 over root 3. So your first answer is pi over 6. And how do you get the second answer for tan? You add pi. So the second answer is 7 over 6 pi. Here the first answer is tan minus 1 over root 3. So the first answer is minus pi over 6. And the second answer will be 5 over 6 pi. So the four answers we could be looking at are minus pi over 6, pi over 6, 5 over 6 pi, 7 over 6 pi. One of these answers needs to be fixed. Which one? First one. How do you fix it? You add 2 pi, so we need to fix this one. So our answers are pi over 6, 5 over 6 pi, 7 over 6 pi, and 11 over 12. No. Yes. Yes. 11 over 6 pi. So there's our four answers.
Just 2 answers, I won't receive any marks.
You might get 1 mark out of pity if I feel sorry for you. But try to get all answers. What you do, well, it's here. Each of these have 2 answers because it's the number of answers is twice the, yeah. A7. Integrate 1 to 7 ex plus 1 over x dx. So this would be ex plus log x 1 over 7, which would be e7 plus log 7 minus e1 plus log 1. Log 1 is 0, of course. Yeah? E7 minus e plus log 7, e power 7 minus e power 1 plus log 7. The answer is 1, 1, 0, 0, because they ask for 2 significant figures. Continue. A8. Interesting. The interquartile range and the mean are both 12. Find P and Q. So here we have 3, 5, 8, 11, 13, P and Q. So the interquartile range, that's the median, that's the lower, that's the upper. The interquartile range is 12. Yeah, which is P minus 5. So therefore P must equal 17. 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 11 plus 13 plus 17 plus Q over 7 should equal 12. So here that's 84, and here that's Q plus 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 11 plus 13 plus 17, 57. So Q must be 27. Continue. Right, A9. A girl wishes to invest £800 and has two choices, Scheme A or Scheme B. In A, she invests her money for 4 years at 3% simple interest. So £800 and it's 4% simple interest. So 4% of this is, 3% of this, 0.03 times 800. 3% is £24, is 3%. How does simple interest work? What do we do? It's just the 24 gets added again and again and again. That's all. So in simple interest, you add 24 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So we'll just multiply this by 4. What's that? 96 pounds, isn't it? So the answer in Scheme A is £896.
Let me see if we utilize the formula.
Yeah, you should get the same. Which formula?
A equals 1 plus R.
1 plus R.
A equals P multiplied by 1 plus I.
Oh, now hang on, there's two, wait, I know what you're talking about, just relax. So in the simple interest formula, the amount you have is the principal amount, which is 800, times 1 plus n times I. Yeah, so in this case it will be 800, 1 plus 4 times 0.03, which is also 896. That's for simple. The formula for compound is A equals P 1 plus I power n. That's for compound. So over here in Scheme B, the amount would be 800 times 1 plus 0.0255, which would be 1.02555. In this case, it's 905.13. So in this one here, the interest is £96, and in this one here, the interest is 105.13. So clearly, you want to choose B.
Can you go back to the formula?
On the left, this one. A10. Okay, continue. A10. Albert, what's wrong? You're talking so much to Tony. What's wrong? But you can ask me. You can trust me. Don't trust Tony. He said France would win. Don't trust him. Okay. 10. In the table, how did they get the 26 at the start in the moving average? How did they get the 26? It's the average of what numbers? 18, 26 and 34. Yeah, so the average to get the A, what's that? The average of 18, 32 and 37 over 3. And for B it would be 32, 37, 24. And for C it would be 37, 24 and 38. Alright, so the first one, you have A already, what is it? 29. B?
21.
C?
33.
33.
And D.
Oh, the D as well.
Yeah.
D is, well, why did they get you to do the same thing 4 times? 24 plus 38 plus 46 over 3, what is it? 36. How would you describe the sales?
B plus 31.
Oh my goodness, 32 plus 37 plus 24 divided by 3 is 31. Thank you. How would you describe the sales? Let me see. Could we say it's good? I don't know. Let's see. You would. Let's see. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So the moving average is increasing. Yeah, so the moving average is increasing. So I just want to, you don't have to draw the graph, but I want to draw it so you can have a picture of what's happening. So here's the sales. Look, please, John Way and Leon, thank you. So we go Monday, now this bakery is only open 3 days, so it goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc., etc. Which is the best day of the week? Wednesday. The worst day is always Monday. So what's happening is it gets better during the week. So the graph looks like this. It goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But then the next week what happens? It goes back down. But if you look at the Mondays, the first Monday is 18, the next Monday 21, the next Monday is 18. No, hang on. 18, 21, 18, 24. So everything is roughly getting better. So next week it would jump back down again, but see, maybe I'll draw it a straight line. The moving average is going up, and we'll go like Monday. Focus. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So what's happening is the graph, it's looking something like this, the sales. It goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then it goes back down, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then it goes back down, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But overall, the trend, as you can see from the moving average, is upwards. So things are getting better. So the way I would say this is the trend is positive increasing with a 3-day cycle. So by 3-day cycle I mean every 3 days it repeats the pattern, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then goes back down, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you remember, we can say the period is 3. because it takes 1, 2, 3 to get back to the start. Yeah. Yeah, overall trend is increasing, will do. Yeah. Okay, next, 11. The machine produces pencils. The length of each pencil is normally distributed with standard deviation of 1 centimeter. There's a sample of n pencils, and in that sample the average length is 16 centimeters. Find the n if the confidence interval is 15.51 to 16.49. So if you remember the confidence interval, the lower one is the mean minus the standard deviation times 1.96 over square root n, and the upper is 16 plus 1.96 over square root n. So actually they gave me too much information. I could just look at like this one, for example. So 16 plus 1.96 over root n. Yeah, standard deviation is 1. Equals 16.49. So 1.96 over square root n equals 0.49. So n equals 1.96 over 0.49 squared. So what's that? 16, is it?
Yeah.
Last question in section A, A12. Yes? Y equals x plus 2 over x plus 3. Find dy dx. So what rule do I need here? The bottom squared, the bottom times derivative of the top minus the top times derivative of the bottom. So that would be x plus 3 minus x minus 2 over x plus 3 squared, which is 1 over x plus 3 squared. Explain why there's no stationary point. Well, stationary point means the derivative is 0, which would mean 1 over x plus 3 squared equals 0, which would mean that 1 equals 0. Because that's the only way to make a fraction 0, is if the top is 0. So it's impossible. We can't make it 0. Impossible. How big is section A? It's 45 marks and 80 marks, isn't it? So how long should have section A taken you? 80 marks plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The maximum time is 92 minutes, but I think 92 minutes is way too long for this section A. I feel like 1 hour is enough time. How long did it take me? We started at 11, didn't we? More or less, yeah. Half an hour? I don't think it should have taken you more than an hour to do section A. This gives you 1.5 hours for section B. Let's have a look at section B now. B1. A1. Solve this. Right, so we have x minus 4 less than or equal to 0. You know the story. We did this in semester 1. What are the two solutions? 0 and 4. Do we want above or below? Below. So we have x must be between 0 and 4. Part 2. X squared minus 4 is bigger than 0. This means x minus 2 and x plus 2 must be bigger than 0. 2 and minus 2. We want above or below? Above. So we want x must be less than minus 2 or x must be bigger than 2. 3. What are the integers that satisfy both? So we want numbers that are between 0 and 4, but also smaller than minus 2, so there's nothing there, and bigger than 2. So what numbers are bigger than 2 and between 0 and 4? 3 and 4. Only 1 mark for that. Okay. B1, complete the square. Oh, we can do this so quickly, right? It must be x plus 2 squared plus 3. We did lots of this in semester 1. Lots. Oh, we have to sketch. Oh no, that's it. Now sketch it. Right, so where's the turning point here? Yeah, the turning point is at minus 2, 3, which is like here. Y and X. What shape is it? It's a U shape. And the Y-axis as well. Where does it cross the Y-axis? So this is ugly now. 7. So crosses at 7, and there's minus 3 and minus 2. Ugly, but I would still give me 2 marks for it. Okay, continue. Yeah. C, a merchant. Now, what the heck's a merchant? Anyone know? Merchant? Seller, yeah. Now, I complained about this exam because I said that it's very unfair to use such an old word for seller, a merchant. I don't even know if any of you has heard that word before. You've heard it before? You've heard it before, merchant? No, it's a very old word. So whoever wrote this exam is much older than me. And I didn't say that. I did not say that. I just said they're older than me. So a seller has 2,500 bags of rock salt. And again, rock salt is also something, shall we say, older. Does anyone know what rock salt is? No, it's rocks made of salt. Yeah. Anyways, that's not important for the story. He sells 20 bags in the first week, and then each week he sells 3 more. So 20, 23, 26, etc. Write down an expression for the series. So what's the formula? Sn equals n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. What's the a here? So 2a is 40. And what's the d? 3. So this is a half n 40 plus 3n minus 3. What's wrong? Which formula? Oh, because they said write an expression for the series, not the sequence. Oh, lol. Awkward. Yeah. Series is add, sequence is not. You're so angry at me. Right, continue. Right, so a half n 37 plus 3n. So if I multiply that out, what do I get here? It will be 3 over 2 n squared plus 37 over 2 n. Now you don't need to do that much. Because the question is only 1 mark, they'll give you the 1 mark at this step. But the reason I'm simplifying it is because my spider senses are telling me it'll be useful later to have it like this. Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. See how I felt that? Right, part 2. In which week were 56 bags sold? So they want UN equals 56. So A plus n minus 1D equals 56. So 20 plus n minus 1 times 3 equals 56. So 3 times n minus 1 equals 36. N minus 1 equals 12. So n equals 13. Are you writing this down, Marcelo? Are you writing this down? Why not? Oh, you want to try it again by yourself? Okay, fair enough. The video will be uploaded. Yeah. Okay. Can I do the next part? Part 3 is how many bags were left after 35 weeks. So we need S35. Well, look, I have the formula right here for me. So if I just simply put in 35, we get 2485. Did you get that as the answer?
No, command check.
Good. When the September students did that, none of them noticed that. None of them. So congratulations, you're at least 1 mark smarter than the September students. They wanted how many were left. So we need to take away 2,500 and we're left with 15 is left. I always said I liked you more than the September students. I always said that. Always. Well, now that the September students are not here, I have no choice. It's like that, is it? Right. So for the next one is find the k if the coefficient of x cubed is 6480. So if we expand it, we have a c. Then what's next? We have a 2, a kx, and we want this to equal 6480x cubed. So, of course, what must be here? 3. Oh, what's here? 10. So what must be here? 7. What's here? 3 or 7, both will work. One 5,360 k cubed equals 6480. Yeah? Is that right so far?
Yeah.
So I get k cubed equals 27 over 64. So we do a cube root. And what does k equal? 3 over 4. No. Yes. 3 over 4. There's only one answer here. Not 2. Okay, so that's B1, so that was okay. Let's have a look at B2. Albert, please, I'm so hungry. And when I'm hungry, I get angry. Yeah, I get hangry. Okay, B2. A survey was carried out which involved counting birds on a small island. How exciting. The number of birds N on the island is given by the formula 1500 EKT. Yes? How many birds were there at the start? So N when T is 0 will equal 1500 e power 0, which equals 1500 birds. A2. After 4 years, there was 1760 birds. Find K. 1760 equals 1500 E 4K. So, we'll divide 1760 divided by 1500. 1.173 equals E4K. How do I get rid of the E? Log. So that's gone. And how can I get rid of the 4? Divide. So I get K equals 0.03996. I got 0.3996, which you can round off at 0.4. Yeah, that's what you're saying, isn't it? Yeah, okay, don't freak me out. Right, 0.4. 0.04. Wait, what's the unit? It has a unit, the K. The unit for N is number of birds. Okay, so this has a unit, it's birds. What's the unit for T? Time, which in this case is years. Does anyone know the unit for K? Nope. Now I'll tell you, the way these work. Now the reason I'm telling you this is because they want the unit for the full marks. I know, life just is one kick after another. So anyway, there's a simple way to remember it in this formula. The unit on the K must cancel the unit on the T. So for example, if the unit on the T is years, then the unit on the K must be 1 over years, or per year. Look, it's not that awful, okay? So the unit here is per years, or years to the minus 1.
So if you don't get per year, you don't get bonus.
Yeah, sorry. Right. So part 3. We have N equals 1500 E 0.04T. And what do we want? The NDT. The NDT equals 1500 0.04 e power 0.04T. But they give us a value of T. What's the value of T? 8. So 1500 e power 0.04 times 8. So when we put T as 8, we get 82.6. What's the unit? Go on, have a look at this. You can figure it out. What's the unit?
Number of birds in years.
So close. What will I write here? Birds per year. You see, that's not so bad. That's not. So what the heck does that mean? The part 4 is describe what that answer means. 2 marks. Okay. Almost. Because it's not every year. It's in the 8th year the increase is 82.6. So
Can I make every year for 8 years the number of birds in years?
it's not even that either. It's only in the 8th year.
In every year for 8 years.
In every year for 8 years. No, not that. No. In year 8, the increase is about, we'll say, 83 birds. Only in the 8th year. And if you want to be extra clear, I'll say, for that year only. Continue? Yeah. So the next part is log. So, right, hang on now. 8 is 2 cubed. Wait, I can do this now. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 1024. So it's 2 power 9 on the right. So that means, for goodness sake, hang on. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, which I forgot, 1024. So 2 power 10. So 2 3x equals 210. 3x equals 10. X equals 10 over 3. They said exact answer. So we must leave the answer like this. Okay. Part 2. Log 4, 11x plus 12, minus log 4, x minus 3 equals 2. Now before I start, 11x plus 12 must be bigger than 0. And x minus 3 must be bigger than 0. So that means x must be bigger than minus 12 over 11, and x must be bigger than 3. What's the only way both can be true? Which, yeah. So my answer must be bigger than 3. Right, now let's solve it. So we can put these together as a minus. We divide. And that equals 2. Yeah, so 4 to the power of 2 equals 11x plus 12 over x minus 3. So 16 equals 11x plus 12 over x minus 3. So 16x minus 48 equals 11x plus 12. So that means 5x equals 60. X equals 12, which is bigger than 3. That's alright. I can live with that. Right, C now. Find angle A. Cosine rule. So, root 163 squared equals 11 squared plus 14 squared minus twice 11, 14 cos A. 163 minus 121 minus 14 squared divided by minus 2 divided by 11 divided by 14. Cos A equals a half. So A equals, in degree mode, what is it? 60. And then how can we find angle C? Yeah. Or sine rule. Let's use cosine rule again, since it's so much fun. 11 squared equals root 163 squared plus 14 squared minus twice root 163, 14. See, I don't think this, C, yeah. I don't think, sometimes whoever writes the exam, they put a lot of thought into it, and sometimes they don't. I feel like in this question they didn't, because you could use the same thing twice. So you are allowed to do the same thing twice. So it's like 5 marks for using the cosine rule. It's a bit like in the move an average question. you have to do the same thing 4 times. So like you're testing the same question 4 times, which means if you know it, it's good. Right, so here, let's see, 11 squared minus 163 minus 14 squared divided by 2 divided by 14 divided by minus root. I got cos C equals 0.6658. So what did you get for C? Correct, 48.3 degrees. Wow, we're already on B3. It's not even been an hour. Right, B3. Find H in terms of X. And you know the volume is 300. So H by 4X by 5X equals 300. So 20X squared, H equals 300. That's a 15. H equals 15 over X squared, yeah?
Yeah.
Surface area. So there's two fronts, so to speak. So there's twice times 4xh, and there's 2 sides, twice times 5xh, and there's a top and there's a bottom, which is twice 20x squared. Now we don't want the h in it, so that will be 8x times 15 over x squared plus 10x times 15 over x squared plus 40x squared. What's that? 80 and 40. 120? No. 120 over x? Something went wrong here. 8 times 15 is 120. 120 over x plus 150 over x plus 40x squared, which is 40x squared plus 270 over x. Great. 40x squared plus 270 over x. Perfect. Right. Find the x which gives a minimum and check that's a minimum. Easy peasy. How do we find the minimum? Make the derivative equal to 0, which is 80x minus 270 over x squared equals 0. When you rearrange that, you'll get 80x equals 270 over x squared. So you'll get x cubed equals 270 over 80. Cube root of that, well, that on the bottom is going to be 3 cube root 10 over the 10. Oh wait, what am I doing? The place cancel. 3 over 2. How can we check it's a minimum? Second derivative should be what? Positive. So that's 80 plus 540 over x cubed. I don't even need to put in the x. It has to be positive. A positive plus a positive. It's definitely positive, which makes it a minimum. How many marks is that? 8. See, I told you this before. In the exam, the high mark questions are sometimes easier than you think, yeah? You want to check the answer, or I made a mistake? Yeah. Find A. Where's A? AA. Ah, interesting. But you can probably guess what it is or see what it is straight away. What's AA? What is it? Has to be 1, doesn't it? It's only can be 1. Yes, let's see why. Right, so if you look at the curve y equals 1 over x squared, they want to know where on the curve is the point AA, which is a very sneaky way of asking where on the curve does y equal x. That's the same. So in other words, you want to solve these two equations together. So we have x equals 1 over x squared. So we get x cubed equals 1. So x equals 1. And y equals 1. So a equals 1. Now, where's P? What's P? Oh, P is where they meet. So we want to know, where does this meet with this? How can we solve that? I'll just put them together. 32x cubed equals 1 over x squared. x5 equals 1 over 32. So x equals 5th root of 32, which is 1 over 2. And so if I put that in here, what's the y? 1 over 4, so the answer is 1/2 4. Find the area for 5 matches. Can I scroll down? Right, so the first area is from 0 to where? No. One. No. Which was? Aha! Because when we look at the graph, it's like this, okay? So we first do the area under the first curve plus the area under the second curve. Did you use 1? Yeah. So it's this. And then what's next? 1/2 to 1.
Why is the y going to
Where? Previously here?
above?
Yeah. We want to find this point, which is special because the x and y are the same. We're going in 2 halves. First this area to the P, and then this area. Right. So this one here, this is x to the minus 2, so you get minus 1x to the minus 1. So the first one here will be minus 1 over x, 0 to 1/2, plus 32x cubed over 3. Yep. Huh? This graph, yeah. Yeah. So 0 to the 1/2 to get this piece. Oh, very good. Thank you. That would have been embarrassing later. Come on. There you go. Thank you, thank you. 0 to 1/2, 32x cubed, plus 1/2 to 1, x to the minus 2 if you want. So this one will be 32x 4 over 4. 0 to 1/2 plus minus 1 over x 1/2 to 1. Yeah? Right, so well this is nice because what's that there? 8. So if I put in the 2, 4, 8, 16, this will be 1 over 16 minus 0. And then if I put in the 1, I get that. And if I put in the 1/2, I get that. So this will be 1/2 minus 1 minus 2. No. Minus minus here, so that's a plus. Plus 1 plus 1/2, isn't it? 1 plus 1/2, 3 over 2. Now, I'm going to check that on the calculator. Integrate 0 to 1/2, 32x, 32 x cubed plus integrate from a half to 1. Oh, come on. One over x squared. Calculator says the answer is 3 over 2. So we're right. Oh wait, I finished it. Oh, okay. 4. The time taken by 50 people, blah blah blah. What's the mean and standard deviation? Right, so we'll need to use the midpoint here. Frequency and x. 18, 21, 6. 6, 3 and 2. First one is 2, 6, 10, 14, 18. Right, so you know what, I'll make an x squared just to make things easier for later. 4, 36, 100, 196, 324. Right, so first I want the mean, which will be these two multiplied, added up, and then divided by the total f. What is the total f, by the way? 50. Right, so I know there's going to be a 50 here. Let's see how quick I can do it. 36 plus 6 times 21 plus 60 plus 42 plus 36 divide 300. Nice. Did you get 6?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right, and what would this be? That would be 36. So now for the next part, the standard deviation, we need to calculate this one and then this one. So now I need to look at this with this. The total is still 50 though, isn't it? There's still 50 of them, but I need to multiply this by this now. Right, 18 times 4 plus 21 times 36 plus what's next? 600. And next is 3 times 196, and lastly 648, which is 2664 divided by 50, which is 53.28. So now I can use both answers here with a square root. Well, if we want the exact answer, we can get it 12 root 3 over 5. But as a decimal, it is 4.16. It's good for 6 marks because you're just using your calculator. How to what? No. You can watch the video. Yeah. Or you can check your notes. That's an idea. Right. Where's the median? Well, what would the median be? If there's 50, then the median is the 25th person. Where is the 25th person? Where do they live? In the second one, isn't it? Because the first 18 people are in the first one, 0 to 4. So the 25th person is in the next one. Is this distribution skewed? Yeah, I think so. I mean, if we do a very disgusting histogram, warning, this is disgusting. Okay, you'll have fat, very fat, not so fat, 632. So it looks like to me it's got a fat tail on the right, so it is skewed. Would you say positive or negative skew?
Negative.
Interesting. What do you think?
Positive.
Positive because the tail is fat on the right, so it's a positive skew. Right. Oh, the next one's so easy.
Just that is too much. Like, just give a reason.
Oh, reason. Look at my disgusting graph. You can also see it in the table that the bulk of the data is near the start, and then there's a long fat tail at the end of 632. Like literally what I just said.
Like a fat.
Yeah, fat tail. Yeah. There's a fat tail after the median. The bulk of the data is near the start, to the left. The bulk, the majority then. Okay. A box contains 3 blue and 5 red. You take out 2, draw the tree. Right, you can have red pill or blue pill, red pill or blue pill, red or blue. This one here, 5 over 8. And this one here, 3 over 8. This one here, 4 over 7. This one here, 2 over 7. This one here, 5 over 7. And this one here, 3 over 7. How many marks are that? 2. First bead is red and the second is blue. So we want a red blue. What's that? 5 over 8 times 3 over 7. 15 over 56. Is that it? Find the probability that the second bead is blue. Now that's more interesting. The second bead is blue, means you could get a red blue or a blue blue. Now, we have this one already, don't we? No. We have this one, which is 15 over 56. And then a blue blue will be 3 over 8 times 2 over 7. So that's 15 over 56 plus 6 over 56. 21 over 56. 3 over 8. Now, the last part here is getting more interesting. Find the probability that the first is red given that the second is blue. So the probability that the first is red given that the second is blue. That's the probability of getting a red blue. Well, that the first is red and the second is blue, divided by what? That the second is blue. So we have red blue, don't we? It's, what is it, red then a blue. So our first answer again. 15 over 56. And do we have the second is, oh my goodness, it's given it to you, because that's the second answer. The first answer divided by the second answer. So what does this simplify to? 5 over 7. Right, C. 2 events A and B are mutually exclusive. Draw the Venn diagram. So if they're mutually exclusive, what's 0? Together, that's 0. Wait, no, this can't be it. Is this it? And then here's 0.5. 4. Bless. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to do it that way, that's fine. Oh yeah, perfect. Full marks as well. Good job. In fact, in the exam, they usually draw it this way, but I like it this way. Both are fine. 5. Really? You didn't have enough time yesterday?
Yeah.
No, but like, it's only been like an hour and 10 minutes, and I've already done 4 in section B and all of section A. Oh, group work. Yeah. It's teamwork. Yes. I'm the manager. Yeah. All right. There's a scatter plot. Draw the scatter plot. Do you want me to draw the scatter plot? Of course not. But you know what it's going to look like. X, what's the unit? Whatever, absentees. And Y, what's the unit? Number of fridges sold. And your graph will look something disgusting. Well, no. Should look something nice. Is it going down? Okay, it's going down then. Albert! Did you draw a graph like this in the exam? No. Fine, but next week you should. Because it's 3 marks. Or you don't want to do this question in the exam. No, never mind. Right. The next one. In the exam, you should use graph paper. I will give you graph paper. Come on. Do you want some tea to dip that in? Yeah. Right. Part 2. Please listen. Find SX. That's so stupid. Why is that so stupid? Find SX. Because they give it to you. It's 78. Find SY. 3660. And then what's next? SXY. 274644. Did I write it wrong?
Oh,
I lose my mark. It's so tricky. 27464. Right, now let's see if we remember my formula we use for the correlation. So it's NSXY minus SXXY. And then there's 2 roots, root and root, NSXX minus SX squared, and then NSYY minus SY squared. So let me type that in. Right, what's N here in the story? How many have we got? We have to count, do we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times 27464 minus 78 times 3660. And then we have 2 roots. Right, the first one, what's 10 times SXX, which is 852, isn't it? Minus SX, which is 78 squared, and then the next one, 10 SYY, which is 1345176 minus SY, which is 3660 squared. What did you get? Minus 0.9268. Yes, we'll say 8 here. That is good for 4 marks. 3. What type of correlation is present? So how would you describe this? A strong negative correlation. I think they'd want an adjective like strong because it's nearly -1. You don't have to because they didn't ask you to explain it. But if you wanted to, you could say the R squared is 85. So yeah, you could say the R squared is 86%, which means the graph explains 86% of the variance. Does your graph match this? Well, if you drew your graph nicely, the answer should be yes, it does match it. Thank you. Right, next. No, you should answer no, and I'll still give you the mark because you're right. Your answer doesn't match it if you did it wrong. So, if you said no because you miscalculated, then I'd give you the mark still. A train travels each day between 2 cities. The journey time can be assumed to be normally distributed with mean 250 minutes and standard deviation 8 minutes. If the journey time is more than 264 minutes, then it's late. What is the probability it'll be late? So that's actually just asking you to do this. There's 250, there's 264, and they want this area. So yeah, so Z transform. This will be 0 and this will be 2. 14 divided by 8. 1.75? So the answer will be 1 minus the table book value of 1.75, which equals, does anyone have the table book or the answer?
1 minus 0.959.
So the final answer is?
0.0401.
That's it. Now the next one is binomial. Find the probability that in a 25-day period the train is late on exactly 3 days. So the P is 0.04, the N is 25, and the X is 3. So it's 25C3, 0.0401, 3, and then 0.9922. Right, did you have this answer? 0.0603. We'll double check it. 25C3 times 0.0401 power 3 times 0.9599 power 22. That's right. Right, next. Yeah.
How do you know which one is the primary, which one is the
How do I know which is which?
the power tree?
Oh, the 3 goes on the P. It's how many you want. And then the 22 is how many you don't want. So you want 3 days late. So the 3 goes on the P for being late. And then the 22 goes on for not late. Did you have it the other way? Okay. C. The expected value is 2.1, find A. So do you remember the formula for expected value? It's you add up all the values multiplied by their probabilities. So here the expected value 2.1 equals 1 times 0.15 plus A times 0.3 plus 2.5 times 0.48 plus what's the last one? 3 times 0.07. So A equals 2.1 minus 0.15 minus 2.5 times 0.48 minus 3 times 0.07 divided by 0.3. 9 over 5 is what I got for A. And lastly, do you remember how to find the variance? Not quite. It's the expected value of x squared minus the expected value of x then squared. So we need to work out what this is, but we know what this one is. It's 81 over 25. So we need to draw the table again, except this time it's 1. Oh, sorry. No, I've not called, it's not 81. What is it? 2.1 squared. It says in the expected value is 2.1. Yeah? Okay. We need to draw a new table. Where? For this one? 1.8, yeah. For the A. Yeah. Oh, no, that's okay. So we have 1. Then we have 3.24. Then we have 2.5. And then we have 9. 2.5 squared. 6.25 and 9. This is x squared. 0.15, 0.3, 0.48 and 0.07. So the expected value of x squared, it's the x squared multiplied by their probability. So 0.15 plus 0.3 times 3.24 plus 0.48 times 6.25 plus 9 times 0.07. I got 4.752. So this answer now I can get 0.342 is the answer. All right. B6. All right, the first one, differentiate log 5x. What's that? Anyone get it? One over x. Because log 5x is log 5 plus log x. I showed you that in semester 1. Yes? No, this is the answer. Well, log 5 is derivative of 0, yeah. So like if you want to be particular, it would be plus 0. Right, next one is implicit derivative. So we have 6x squared minus, and now we have a product rule, 8x, I'm not writing the equation down, I'm just doing it directly, 8xy plus 4x squared dy dx plus 6y dy dx equals 0. Is that okay? It's just an implicit. 6x squared minus 8xy minus 4x squared dy dx plus 6y dy dx equals 0. 6y minus 4x squared dy dx equals 8xy minus 6x squared. So I have my derivative. They tell us the x and y is 2, 1. So if I put in 2, let me see, I get 8 times 2 times 1 minus 6, and what's x? 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's 2 squared is 4. So on the top I get minus 8, and then on the bottom I get 6 minus 2 squared, 6 minus 16, minus 10, is it? Is that right? 2 squared is 4. 4 by 4 is 16. 6 minus 16. Yeah, minus 10, isn't it? So this will be positive 4 over 5. Right, next one is everybody's favourite. Partial fractions. Please contain your excitement, please. Right. B1. Fx equals, well, they tell us what they want, so let me just start off with the expression. It's 3x squared plus 16x plus 19 over x squared plus 5x plus 6. So if you do the long division, you can actually, I don't even have to write it down. If you picture this in your head, what will the a be? When you do the long division, what will the a be? You can almost see it. No, we can't see it, we're blind. Thank you, 3. Look carefully. The top is p, the bottom is q, so we have to do q divided into p. So what does the p start with? 3x squared. And what does the q start with? X squared. So what goes first? Yeah. So you can do the long division if you want, but I can see that the answer is going to be 3. Now the reason I'm saying this is because how many marks is this question? 1. So they don't expect you to do the long division, but if you do it, that's fine. But I'm saying I can jump straight to the answer being 3. So we know that 3x squared plus 16x plus 9. Now, if you're not happy with that, do it the long way. They tell us that this equals 3. And here was x plus 1 over x plus 3, x plus 2. You kind of know what's going to happen. What do we do here? We split them. So let's see how quick we can do these now. We have, this one will become a over x plus 3 plus b over x plus 2. So we get x plus 1 equals a times x plus 2 plus b times x plus 3. If I want the a, what do I make x equal to? Minus 3. So minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 divided by minus 1? 2. If I want the b, I should make x equal minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. This is gone, and this is 1. So b is minus 1. So this becomes now 3 plus 2 over x plus 3 minus 1 over x plus 2. Next, they want you to integrate this from minus 1 to 1. So we get 3x plus 2 log x plus 3 minus log x plus 2, 1 to minus 1. So I'll put the 1 in first. That's 3 plus 2 log 4 minus log 3, and then I'll put the minus 1 in. Minus 3 plus 2 log 2 minus log 1. Log 1 is 0. This will be 3 plus log 16 minus log 3 plus 9 minus log 4. This will be 12 plus log, this is 16 over 3 minus log 4. So this is 12 plus log 16 over 3 over 4, which is 12 plus log 16 over 12, which is 12 plus log 8 over 4 over 3. Divide by 4.
Yes.
Which is the answer. I can check on my calculator, which I have time to do. Let's check it. I go from minus 1 to 1. What was my integration? It was 3 plus, what was the a? 2 over x plus 3 1 over x plus 2. So on my calculator I get an answer of 6.28 blah blah blah. So let me just check if that's right. Tis not, which means I've made a... Wait a second. Why is 9 here? Don't know. Where did the 9 come from? That should be plus 3. So 3 plus 3, 6, and then 6. Now it's right. Now it's right. It's definitely right because I checked it on the calculator, so it has to be right. Right, last part. Continue. Last part. Five x minus 3 cos x dx. F derivative, G derivative, this is F, this is G derivative, 5x minus 3, F is 5, G derivative is cos x, so G is sin x, you know the story. This equals F, G minus F derivative, G. So the answer is 5x minus 3 sin x plus 5 cos x plus c. this your one? Ah, yes. Didn't even need the full time. So, hang on. We need to plan what we're doing for the rest of the week. So tomorrow we have 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour at lunchtime. Then Thursday, 2 hours. So we have 4 hours left. So do you want to continue what we're doing in class where we take turns practicing? Do you want to do something else? Do you want to review a lesson? Or do you just want to work on questions in class and then ask me when it comes to a problem? So in other words, do you want to make it like a lecture, a tutorial? What do people feel like would help them the best now?
If we try like a real exam, like we did last class, but like just get section A.
You want to do a practice exam again?
Yeah.
Like do not internally, but do all section A and then correct.
Oh, I see what you mean. Do a section A.
Because we're not going to have time to do the whole exam.
What are you talking about? I just did the whole exam in 2 hours. But tomorrow we won't. We only have 1 hour. Yeah. Yeah.
You have to feel like how you, not to do like one question and then. Yeah, or you can just.
Yeah, but you see, do you want to do more exam questions or work exam questions? Okay, fine. And do you want to take turns or do you want to try them by yourself? I mean, maybe you feel like you don't want to do a full exam. Maybe you feel like you only want to look at certain questions. But everybody will want to look at different questions. Or will everyone have the same problems? Alright, so anyways, wait! We only want to look at semester 2, fine. Albert! Listen, tomorrow you will need to bring your phone or laptop because people will look at the exam papers together and we'll pick out questions we want to practice together, okay? So you can save time by looking tonight at the past exams and deciding which ones you would like to do with me tomorrow. Perfect? Perfect. Right. Time for lunch.